I want to talk to you tonight about the future of the conservative movement and about the future of the country. But of course, every future is rooted in some earlier past, or as Seneca supposedly said, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. And so let me begin in the year of our Lord 410, which was the year of an end. That was the year, you might recall, that the city once thought eternal, immutable, unconquerable, that capital of the ancient world, Rome, finally bowed to the invading Visigoths. And with that fell stroke, the age of the empire and the pagan world of antiquity came to a close. Yet in that end for Rome was a beginning indeed, our beginning, the beginning of the West. For even as Rome lay shattered and smoldering 1,000 miles away across the Tyrrhenian Sea, the Christian bishop of Hippo, a man named Augustine, took up his pen to describe a new age. His vision would inspire the West for millennia to come and help shape the destiny of this country. He called his work, his masterpiece, the City of God. Augustine's first ambition in that manuscript was to defend Christians from blame for Rome's fall. Some said that the Christian religion, with its new virtues like humility and service, with its glorification of common things like marriage and labor, with its praise for the poor in spirit, the common people, had made the empire soft, left it vulnerable to its enemies. Now, Augustine knew that just the opposite was true. The Christian religion was the only vital force left in Rome at the time of its collapse. And now Augustine imagined that religion rising from the ruins of the ancient world to forge a new one, a new and better civilization. And what would be the secret to this new order? Love. Love was a great word for Augustine. It contained the whole of his political science. Every person, he said, is defined by what he loves. Every society is driven by what it loves. A nation is, in fact, nothing other than, to quote Augustine, a multitude of rational creatures associated in a common agreement as to the things which they love. The trouble with Rome was they loved the wrong things. And as its affections became corrupted, the Roman Republic fell into disrepair. Rome began by loving glory and practicing self-sacrifice. They ended by loving pleasure and practicing every form of self-indulgence. And so Rome rotted from its core. But amid the Roman wreckage, Augustine envisaged a new civilization animated by better affections. Not the old Roman lusts for glory and honor, but the sturdier, stronger loves of the Bible. The love of wife and children, the love of labor, neighbor, and home, the love of God. And while Augustine said that all nations are constituted by what they love, his philosophizing actually described a new idea of the nation completely unknown to the ancient world, a new kind of nationalism, if you like. A Christian nationalism organized around Christian ideals. A nationalism driven not by conquest, but by common purpose. Animated not by fear, but by common love. A nation made not for the rich or for the strong, but for the poor in spirit, for the common man. And his dream became our reality. 1,000 years after Augustine wrote, some 20,000 practicing Augustinians made their way to these shores to found a society here on his principles. History knows them as the Puritans. Inspired by the city of God, they founded the city on a hill. We are a nation forged from Augustine's vision, a nation defined by the dignity of the common man as given to us in the Christian religion, a nation held together by the homely affections articulated in the Christian faith, love for God, love for family, love for neighbor, home, and country.